All right, we're back.
Fantasy football.
Fantasy
I
football.
really thought you were going to talk there.
No, I was just kind of seeing if you were going to talk. Sometimes I feel like we just know when someone's going to do something. When we have people that we interview,
Yeah.
for some reason we just connect somehow. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's my turn to talk.
Yeah.
Like I'll do like a little move, and you're like, oh, I think he's next. But we don't like actually.
We salsa.
Yeah, we kind of just tango it up.
tango.
Yeah. So I want to get into it last week or this past week. So we did our first stardom sit-ems. We did 3 quarterbacks to start and sit, 3 flexes to start and sit, and then 3 defenses to start. I think we did magnificent in a couple of areas.
Crushed it. Flexes we crushed.
The flexes were fantastic.
Quarterbacks to sit we crushed.
Yeah.
Two of them got basically knocked out of the league.
Yep. The defenses were okay. You at least got one.
We
good
got
one.
Saints. We knew, picking 2 NFC South teams, there was always going to be one loser.
Yep. I think you can roll with that the rest of the way out. But so yeah, the flexes. I'm pretty sure each of them had around 25 points. Rashee Rice included was I think
Yeah,
like
he was up there.
21,
21, I want to say 22.
something like that. But we posted it. If you guys are listening, we posted it on Instagram, and it's now the playoffs have
live.
begun.
It's live.
It's live, yeah. The playoffs have begun now. If you want to hear our takes, take it or leave it. Obviously, we had good flex start and good quarterbacks to sit start. So, with that being said,
People are going to hate my sits.
we'll go with quarterbacks to sit. I'm ready to listen to it. So, Mueller, he's got the quarterbacks to sit, and the defenses, I have quarterbacks to start and the flexes.
All right, so first one. You're sitting Justin Fields this week. He's playing against the Browns, 1 p.m. game on Sunday, December 17th. The game is in Cleveland. The Browns defense is one of the best defenses in the league, if not the best. I just don't see it happening. I think they're fast on defense, and Justin Fields is fast, and when 2 fastings come together, one of them's going to lose. And if you tell me that Myles Garrett's on one side and he's on the other, Myles Garrett's winning that every single time because he is the Incredible Hulk. Number 2, you're sitting Josh Allen. He's a turnover machine playing against a turnover machine of a defense. I don't see him having much success this game. I think this game could be high scoring, but chances are the Cowboys defense will lock him up, being that he only has one wide receiver essentially that shows up week in, week out. There's always a chance that the others show up, but I am praying they don't because I'm a Cowboys fan. But I would sit Josh Allen. Last one, and this is where if you listen to our show on Thursday, it'll be Saturday when you hear this. A lot of people are already going to hate me in this crowd. You're sitting Jalen Hurts. He's going to Seattle on Monday night. The team has not been good. They're in a bad place. They need a win. The stress might get to them. I don't think that this offense has been good for weeks, maybe even a month and a half. And Jalen Hurts, another one just like Josh Allen, turnover machine. You don't need it in your team. I had him on my team this year, but honestly, that was a mistake. Don't think he got me any points. I was very glad that I had the wide receivers that I had because they were basically my quarterbacks. This man was a 10-point merchant. I don't think he got over 10 points many times. Over to you, Mike.
Yeah, you need to stick with the quarterbacks to sit because you're a killer at it. Because, number 1, you pick, like, really fucking good. You pick the number 1, the number 2, and, like, the number 15 quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, nobody that is listening to this is going to sit Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts. And you know what? I love it because you're throwing out good facts.
Yeah. And this could all blow up in my face.
Nah, it could. I would say the only one I kind of like sitting Josh Allen. Like, I would roll with that. I'd probably start Hurts. I think against Seattle, I think they're vulnerable, and I think they are in desperate need.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, they could all blow up in my face.
I could see a lot of tush-push touchdowns. I feel like we haven't seen that recently, so maybe that comes back.
We'll see.
But, no, good 3. I like that.
Thank you.
So, the way I'm going to go about it, again, like last week, I'm going to give you some quarterbacks that are not your everyday starter, but are some guys. For example, I have Justin Herbert out. I don't really have I have Derek Carr, but I don't know if I want to start him. So waiver wire pickups, streaming options, etc. First one, you guys know it's Joe Flacco, and then Did you have something to say or no?
No.
Okay.
He's elite.
Joe Flacco, because he is back, number one. The Browns are in playoff contention, number two. And he actually has a lineup block for him this time. And I'm going to get into why as well, because there's another person on the Browns for my flex. But the dude's killing it right now. And he's going to be starting the rest of the way. And with the rest of their schedule coming up, it's quite easy as long as they just block for him. We got to remember, it's Joe Flacco. Yes, he's old and he can't move, but if he actually has time in the pocket, I think he'll actually do pretty well. So
everyone thought that he was going to come out and they were just going to run the ball basically to protect his old bones.
Mm-hmm.
And they came out, ran it once, and then just threw bombs down the field.
Yeah.
Scored a touchdown in 3 plays.
It's the Jags, bro.
I think I'm not kidding.
The Jags have a good defense.
Who scored the first touchdown? Njoku?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that man, that was his longest catch of the year since he burnt his entire face off. So that's pretty impressive.
He did burn his entire face off.
The man still has an arm.
Yep.
Something Drew Brees can't say.
Yep. Number 2, Aiden O'Connell. This one was a little interesting here, but again, this all comes back to the Chargers. They're done. Herbert's done. They have one of the worst defenses in the league.
Yep.
Antonio Pierce is a fierce coach and is going to want to win, and they're still in the playoff hunt. I think Aiden O'Connell actually links up with Devontae Adams a bunch. And Jacoby Myers, I'll give him maybe around like 15 to 20 points, something that just gets you by. You're not getting the 7, 8. So rock with Aiden O'Connell. I think if you really desperately need someone, pick him up, start him. Number 3, I got to go Matty Stafford. He's been on a roll. He's been on a roll. Cooper Kupp is back. Freaking Puka Nacua is back. They're in the hunt too.
He has two wide receivers to throw to?
Puka Nacua.
You know what happens when he has 2 options.
Target's one of them.
I know.
And it's Cooper.
Yeah, you better.
Cooper is
You better
back,
hope
bro.
he doesn't try to spread the ball over the field.
Cooper is back, dude. Kyron Williams is beasting. They're not far from playoff contention right now, and they're looking like it's all coming together. Start Matt Stafford. They're playing the Commanders off a bye, but the Commanders are tanking. This is a no-brainer. Get him in the lineup.
I like it.
You like the 3?
Yeah, I like him.
All right, so I will go. Let's do
You want
defenses.
me to do defenses?
Yeah, and then I'll finish my 2 up.
All right, so just following up basically what you said, fierce coach, they want to win this game. He's not going to want to just tank away. Raiders defense. I love that this week. Yeah, I just think the Raiders hold them under points, and they'll put up maybe another 10 points, 8 to 10 points, which is a win for defense.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, I have the Cincinnati Bengals against the Vikings. I believe they have Mullen starting. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in the Vikings team. Without Kirk Cousins.
Josh Dobbs.
Well, either way.
We loved him, man.
I did.
We were riding for Josh Dobbs.
I did, but he's dead now.
He is dead.
He's dead. Our Rocket Man is gone.
I still don't believe it, though. I think maybe he just needs a reset. I don't know.
He needs them to not use the playbook. If he doesn't know the playbook, they're great. But regardless, I'm taking the Bengals. I think that they are actually a very good team still. Browning is very good. So if they can put points on the board and get this defense some momentum, Bengals could hold them and get some points. Now, I have 2 for my number 3. One is very dependent on a certain quarterback playing in the game. If Stroud is playing, go Saints. If Stroud is out, I love the Titans defense in this one. Vrabel is a beast, and his defenses are always good. I like the Titans defense. That team needs to get some wins, rattle off a few wins to make playoffs. They're still in this. Will Levis looks fantastic. He looks jacked. Yeah, I like the Titans defense if Stroud is out. And then if not, go Saints, because you can never go wrong with a nice NFC South matchup.
They're playing the Giants.
Who?
The Saints.
That's, yeah.
After all the Tommy DeVito love?
Well, I mean, they can still stop him a few times. We're looking for like 8 to 10 points.
You're
here,
looking
Mike.
for 8 to 10 points.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. They just had a phenomenal 24 points, by the way.
I know, but that's also keep in mind if Stroud is out, you're going with the Titans, not the Saints.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, no, those are good. I like the Raiders one. I think that's a smart pick right there, especially with Max Crosby too. Just a fucking animal on the edge.
Yep.
One of the most like underrated defensive ends, in my opinion.
Yep.
Nobody talks about him enough. All right, here we go. This is probably the most important one because
Covers the most people.
it covers most people, and there's too many of them. Especially if you're like a 6 seed, 5, 6 seed in playoffs, 7, 8. If you got a really big playoff bracket, flex to start number 1, Trey McBride. Trey McBride is not just a tight end; he's a flex player, man. Now, they are facing the Niners. Does that scare me? Of course it does. But who the fuck else is he good to throw it to? Marquise Brown? Michael Wilson? Shout out to Michael Wilson. He's going to be a future stud soon. James Conner? Dude, Trey McBride is that guy. Like, he is good. He's going to be an elite tight end in this league. The future is bright for him. Last 4 games, he's had 9 targets in 3 of those games. That other game, he had 7 targets. So we're going based off volume here. He's going to get a lot of targets. Start him. Don't even think twice about it. Also, want to backtrack. Cooper Kupp, I said last week, is going to have 10 targets. He had exactly 10 targets.
That's pretty good.
Yep. Number 2, this was kind of tough for me, and it doesn't seem like it should be. Chris Olave. He's had a very up and down year. I think we've expected a lot more from him. But there's a lot of injuries to the wide receiver group, and I think that Olave spoils the party for Cutlets. Very simple. And I think Derek Carr and him are finally starting to click. Or if Jameis is in, it's a must start. But if Derek
Jameis
Carr
loves him.
Yes, Jameis loves Chris Olave. If Derek Carr is in, I still think you give him the start. I think they'll figure it out. Number 3, this is the one. I guess you have to like this. Elijah Moore. Ex-Jet, crybaby. Great relationship with Flacco. They have a fantastic relationship. Those last 2 weeks, 18 targets. 18 targets. And he's averaging 16 yards per catch, by the way, in those last 2 weeks with Flacco.
Okay.
I think it's a nice little value play. If you're really desperate, you need someone, I'm thinking around 12 to 14 points, you're throwing in Eli Moore. Any rebuttals there?
Nope.
All right, to sit. Number 1, you're sitting Kyle Pitts, bro. You're sitting Kyle Pitts. No. You can't trust Desmond Ridder. I don't care if they're playing Falcons. I don't care if they're playing Bethlehem Catholic. I don't care if they're playing Pius, whatever. You're not starting Kyle Pitts because he has only hit double-digit points 3 times this season, his third being this past weekend. So sit his ass. Everyone thought he was going to be a beast. I thought he was. You're sitting him. Number 2, Raheem Mostert. Even though he just had 2 tutties, the Jets' defense is actually a Super Bowl caliber defense, like we've been saying for the last 5 years. And
Super Bowl caliber team when they have Zach Wilson at quarterback.
Yes.
Sure, why not? And
Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
stop.
Continue.
Yes, I am going to continue. They like Achane. I think they're going to start using him more, but the Finns just lost one of their key offensive linemen, I'm sorry. And I think the Jets defense, especially their D-line, is just too ferocious, and I think they put a lot of pressure on Tua in the run game. I think you sit Mostert, and you go from there. Achane, maybe give him he's okay to start because I think he's more of a pass-catching back, and he's electric. Number 3, this is the head-scratcher. People are going to disagree with this, kind of like Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts for quarterback sitting. You're sitting DJ Moore. I think it's obvious. Everything that you said about the Browns defense, about Myles Garrett, about Justin Fields.
He's going to have no time.
And also, they don't need a win anymore. I did see something that they could have the number 1 pick and be in the playoffs. Why would you want to do that, man? Like, You're not – this is for the future. Like, you don't need to win this. The Cleveland definitely needs to win this game. Yeah, you're sitting his ass, bro.
Yep.
He's a good receiver, but – the Browns secondary is very slept on. They got a lot of good players back there, so that's what I got.
All right.
So if you want, read it so you know.
Oh, I got him.
I know you know. Giving it back. But yeah, that's it for fantasy.
Go get some wins, guys. Get some wins. Let us know.
I'm in 3 playoffs right now. I missed it. Listen to this. I missed out on a bye. Also, I want to hear about the Tanzos League. I missed out. I had the 1 and 2 seed. Like, I was just fluctuating between both the whole year in this league. Last week, I lost by like 20 points, and I fucking fell to the 4 seed. There's 2 buys, 1st and 2nd seed. I had that locked up. And then, of course, the last week of the season, I lose it. So now I'm playing a guy who has won 7 straight, even though my team is ridiculous. Sleeper League, Dynasty League with these guys. First round of playoffs, playing Carlo. Next would be David. And then whoever else, doesn't matter. We're winning that shit. And then 13-1 in my 1 league. No buys, though. We need to talk about that. Greg, I got your shirt, by the way. I found it. It was in my basement. He has to take the point shirt. Never gave it to him. I'm going to win that league. There's no talk. There's no doubt about it.
Love that. Love that for you.
We're getting rich.
That's the goal.
Tanzos?
All right, so this league, I drafted it in the summer, obviously, but I did it on my dad's account by mistake because we were logged into it for whatever reason. And so basically, I never saw it. It wasn't in my account. I didn't know I had it. The other day at
Fantasy League?
Yeah, the other day at Tanzos, one of the guys comes up to me and goes, "I can't believe you got a buy in our league. You haven't made a single move all year. I don't know how you did it." I didn't touch this team. I forgot about it. I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he pulls up the team. I go, "Holy shit, I didn't even know I had this team." My team on the bench literally has Corey Davis. Because I took him because you were high on him at the beginning. But then he retired.
Then he retired, yep.
Like 2 days after I drafted, he retired.
Corey Davis.
Never
holy
touched.
shit,
I
dude.
never touched this team. On my bench, I have rotting away. I have Jake Ferguson rotting away. I have Gerald Everett in my lineup. I got Zay Flowers rotting away on the bench while I have George Pickens in my starting
They didn't even
lineup.
tell you this? They didn't even tell you this.
No one said anything to me. I've just been rolling.
And
You have a first round bye.
you are the first seed?
I'm in the quarterfinals right now.
Are you the first seed?
No.
I'm about to say, that's pretty fucking cool.
Quarterfinals, though. And I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to let it ride. Here's my lineup. I have Dak Prescott, Travis Etienne, Isaiah Pacheco, Jamar Chase, Chris Olave, Gerald Everett, George Pickens, Jets defense, and Jake Elliott.
That's a pretty damn good team.
I know. And then on the bench, I got Chase Edmonds. I got Tutu Atwell, Corey Davis. Prayers up to you. Jordan Love's my backup. That was a great pick.
Yeah.
Jake Ferguson, Adam Thielen. Thought it would be good. Wasn't good.
Adam
probably.
Thielen was a good pick, though.
It's true.
Yeah.
And Zay Flowers. That's a great
If
team.
you actually make changes to it, but I feel like you shouldn't now.
No, at this point, I should just let it ride. I would disrespect the whole league if I did that.
Yeah.
And right now, here's my matchup, so I'm probably gonna win it. All right. Let me see here. So the person I'm playing is projected to have 90 points. I'm projected 130.
Holy shit.
All right. His team. Here's his team. Justin Herbert at quarterback.
Done.
He doesn't have a backup quarterback on his team. He has no quarterback. So if he doesn't touch it, it's over. He's got Devin Singletary as his running back with Tyler Algier, Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, Evan Ingram, Najee Harris, Jaguars D, and Nick Folk. So his team's not bad, but he does not have a quarterback, which is fantastic for me. So I might be in the semifinal of this league and never touch my team.
That's a pretty cool accomplishment.
I know.
Not a lot of people could say have done that.
I know. I'm excited.
How many people in the league?
There are no. Let me see here.
12?
16.
What?
16.
Jesus. That must be a nice payout.
I don't even know what the payout is. I didn't know I was in the league.
I was in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I might win the league. I didn't know I was in a week ago.
Look at that, dude. Think about how much time like everyone puts into fantasy football for what, 4 or 5 months?
Yeah, I put in 0 time.
Like it is you don't think you put a lot of time into it, bro. You do. Between trades, dude. Our sleeper league,
I might
my
start
God.
doing it like this.
just not paying attention.
Not pay attention. Clearly, I do better.
Yeah. Or the guys at Tanzos, no offense, guys, are shit at fantasy football.
Hey, at least they're good at gambling.
They are good at gambling. Huh, wonder why.
But all right,
That's it, boys.
we'll see you.
Bye.